Hello! Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read of this channel, my channel is James13 Wicca, so on YouTube that's what it should be. I think it's the same thing on Instagram, just to be fair. For this installment, I'm using for the Tarot Astro Matrix. There's the box, and I know that there's a website on here. It's on the back. astromatrix.org. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish, and the website's at the bottom. I believe it's hayhouse.com. hayhouse.com, yeah. And I also use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice to choose for the minor arcana, Ace through King, 14 being the King, I want to say. I'm going to say. And then a 4-sided dice to choose the element. Those came from, they were a gift, from mathartfun.com. So I think you can get all those different types of dice there. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Alright, I think we're set. Alright, so if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And now, on to your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? One card fell out while I was shuffling, and I don't know. I keep thinking unexpected visitor, but we'll find out. I want to flip that card so bad, but I feel like it's not time yet. Ooh, that's a great card for you. You got organization, organizing things. Capricorn usually keeps it where it needs to go, so what are we starting with? I do feel like it's all about this face down card, so I feel like that's what we're hinging on. You got the star card showing up. That could be a people card. Somebody, an unexpected visitor. I keep getting an unexpected visitor. I don't think they're wanting anything from you in the beginning. I don't think so. I think I keep getting this unexpected visitor, and I don't see it being a problem. This is something where I feel like whatever this unexpected visitor is, it seems to be very much connected to the stagnant part of your life. So maybe you're in a work situation and it just hasn't gone anywhere. It's just been like the same. Maybe it's not bad, but it hasn't been like advancing, and you're ready for it to advance. Could be socially, could be romance, could be whatever. Where it's just like whatever this part of your life is, it's just things have been stagnant for a long time. They just haven't really done much. It's not like it's bad, but it's not like it's good either. I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of stagnant. I keep getting stagnant with this. And this unexpected visitor is shaking things up for you. It doesn't seem to be upsetting you. It seems to be more like I enjoy the conversation. I enjoy the connection. I think I'm also getting, I immediately feel I'd like to make more of this, but at the same time, it's not like I'm jumping forward. It's not like, I'm not packing up the van and going. I'm just kind of like, I'd like more to come of this. I'd like this to be a continuing thing, but I don't know what's going to go on here. I'm not upset with this visitor issue. In fact, I think I'm enjoying it. I feel like you're enjoying it. Because I don't feel like I don't think it's not trying to take anything from you. It's not trying to push you in any direction. It just seems to be there. And it's also very plentiful with information. A lot of knowledge with this card too. And I feel like I'm enjoying that. It reminds me of a Capricorn I used to know. Very good with woodworking. Made chairs and tables and frames. A whole bunch of things. Cabinets. But it also reminds me like they had resources. They had people that they knew that were good at this stuff. And they liked connecting with those people, and they would tell these people what they did, and these people would tell them what they knew. It was really a good connection where it felt like there was a wealth of knowledge. and these people give them heads up, before you go too far in this. By the way, this is what I learned. This is the pitfalls I hit. Stuff like that. Very good information. I can ask questions and get actual answers that I can test. I can test these answers to see if they actually fit what I'm doing. So it's kind of like, I remember that with the person I used, the Capricorn I used to know. They would do small projects, or they would do like test. I think they were doing something with hinges. And I remember them doing test hinges, just kind of like they wanted to see how it really worked. So they just did it like, they didn't do it for a whole project, but they did like little pieces, just to see if it would really hold up the way they needed to, so they could like test it and see like how much it took to break it and stuff like that. I remember them doing that with the little scrap pieces. So like testing the knowledge, that was there too. So you seem to be enjoying this when this person comes in, and it's weird because it seems like it's just a moment and then it passes. But I feel like you keep that connection going because you enjoyed it. It doesn't seem to be a bad thing. The energy, like the person coming towards you, is a little different from you. I don't see that being a problem in this situation. Like, they live life differently than you do, but they have information that you can test, and I feel like that's what I want, and that's what I like. They are definitely different from you. And I feel like as you keep moving forward with this, you're questioning, like, how different are they from me? Is this something that I can, fold in a positive way? Or is this going to be an issue? And I got the glamour here with the strength, kind of like, immediately you know that this energy is different than you. This person is different than you. And I feel like I'm trying to evaluate, how far can I go with this? Like, if we keep doing it the way we have and they're just sharing information, and I like that. I like the information they're giving me because they're giving me sound information that I can test. I'd like to keep that. But how much farther could this legitimately go, or realistically go? Let me just do a little... You do like the connection, but it's also kind of like, how far can it go? You got the Devil card coming out, which the Devil card is the Capricorn card, so I feel like this is saying this is going in your favor. And then the Queen of Pentacles in question, kind of like, can we make this a solid go? Can this continue? Can we keep going with this? Should I add somebody? Should I include this person in my plans going forward? Or should I just keep them at the level that they're currently at and build my own empire by myself, but keep them as a reference? It's like, should I keep them as like an ally empire? Or should I add them into my own and create one empire? I don't know why we're using empire, but like, should it be my empire? I'm allied with this empire over here. I don't know why I'm using empire, but there you go. Or do I want to like pull them in and then we all become just one big empire? And I feel like I'm just giving this serious thought, and I'm kind of like letting myself work through it. You do like this energy, but I feel like right in the beginning that this energy is definitely different than you. And I'm getting like, working with this energy and being, respectful as you need to, like, you know what I mean? I feel like Capricorn, pays their debts. So like, if somebody does good for you, you do good for them. I feel like Capricorn is very honorable with that. People do good for you, you do good for them. That's how that works. This just the Capricorn energy I'm used to. So I see that happening here, and that's good. But from that point on, there's going to be the need to kind of link in this way, which this is a beautiful card, yes, and people love the Lover's card. But I feel like this is what, if you go this direction, it does have a shelf life. So if I'm going to use that Empire connection again, if you combine your empire with this other empire, it's only going to last for so long before we have controversy and conflict. And it depends on you. I feel like you can see how bad that's going to get. But I get like, there will be controversy and conflict if you do come together. There'll be a honeymoon period, of course, but that will happen that way. Sooner or later, it's got a shelf life. If you keep it like allied empires, they run their show their way, you run your show your way, you always stay in good contact, you always stay in good, in good standing with each other, it goes a lot better. Keeping communication open, keeping things under your control that you want under your control, learning more as you go, making things stronger as you go. But they're saying this situation, this person is different than you. And there's a good connection now, But like working separately is where the success is for this, because this person is very different from you. It's not bad, nobody's bad here, but they're saying if you do merge empires, and whatever way that means for this situation, there will be a shelf life, there will be conflict and controversy, and it won't go away. The other energy is also very strong. So it's not like, one person's going to win out the other. It's just going to constantly go like that. The advice here is to keep it separate. The other person has a lot of responsibilities as well. They also have a very strong fire energy. Doesn't have to mean they're a fire sign, but they handle things quickly. They make quick random decisions where they feel like it's the best to do it that way. And they're very bonded with that way of doing things. They've done it this way for many, 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 many years, and that's not going to change. It's not going to change. They also like the way they do things. They very much like the way they do things. Remember, this is an energy where they're teaching you things and they're giving you information you can test. If you try to tell them to do things a different way, that could go sour quite quickly. Okay, and that's good. But if you keep things separate, they do their thing, you do your thing, but you stay in good connection. You know what I mean? Positive, positive alliedship. I feel like this will go a long time and be a very positive connection. It's just not only you knowing the boundaries, but pretty much you setting the boundaries, just to be fair. Because once you set the boundaries, you'll uphold them. So it's kind of like, I feel like that's what this is saying with the organization. When you realize that that's the case here, you setting those boundaries, because once you've set them, you'll hold them up. You will withhold, you'll keep them where they need to go. This can be a very positive connection for many, many, many years, but it's kind of like evaluating the connection, realizing who this person is, realizing that if you merge kingdoms, this is going to be a problem. It doesn't have to be a problem. Separate kingdoms is better. A very compatible alliedship. Once you set your boundaries, and I feel like that's a big thing. I don't know if I'm saying it strong enough. I feel like you need to set those boundaries. If you set the boundaries, you will definitely adhere to them because you set them. So, and that will keep things going very, very, very well for a long, long time. So set those boundaries. I think that's it. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. That was a shorter one. I'm kind of surprised, but that's good. The message is there. That's what we need. All right, so thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.